Hey guys, James Reeves with TFBTV. Thank God, this is like the first show that I've done post-pandemic.
Yeah.
We are relaunching TFBTV Showtime with content from Red October. I know, thank God. And thank God you guys invited me, even though I've been saying in all the videos today. I am staying at a truck stop that Nick personally booked for me that's across the street. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
It's where I went on my honeymoon, so I figured.
Sure, it's good enough. Yeah, it's good enough for you. Yeah, it's good enough for me. Got hit on by a lot lizard this morning. Not even kidding. We are here at Red October. This is a Rifle Dynamics event, right? So tell us about what is Red October.
Red October is a joint event. We have KCI, we have KUSA co-sponsoring this huge event. There's over 300 shooters out here. We've got vendors like Dead Air, Blue Force Gear, M13, local AK builder, Occam Defense is out here as well. Just a huge event trying to get everybody, spread the word about Kalashnikov, and you have guys coming out here, you've seen, coming out here fully decked out.
In pajamas, yeah, everybody's camo pajamas, yeah.
Just out here kind of just enjoying what is the AK, the whole platform about it. And it's just to bring the awareness and just the love of the platform that people have. Because it's a huge community. You know, a lot of people are AR people, all that stuff. And you don't really get that with the AK, but you do at Red October.
It's so funny because Ryan and I were talking about it at lunch. We were like, man, this is such a different vibe. Like, you know, I dunk on AK people all the time, you know, for shooting this outdated, terrible platform. I know, but we're gonna have to bleep that one out. No, seriously, like this has been, everybody's super friendly. Yep. This is way more casual in terms of like, you know, everybody's like, hey man, no, come shoot this gun, you know, come on, like, check this out. And there's a bunch of neat stuff here. I mean, it really is like peak Soviet LARPing. And there are like fantastic builds. There's even neat stuff like that RPG trainer. If you got that. Yeah, it was crazy. So, I mean, you guys actually have done a really great job. And you're doing a show, right? So you got like everybody you just mentioned, they're kind of showing some new products, and we looked at those already. But you're doing a match too.
Yes, yeah, we got the match going on. Brian Nelson pretty much wrote the match and is now the range master out here. He runs a really good course. From what I've heard, it's a pretty tough course, you know, and you've got guys now, you know, full head-to-toe gear, rolling around the dirt, pulling stuff, carrying stuff. So it's a cool experience for the shooters, and it's nice to have the positive feedback. Guys coming back down just ran, we're like, man, that was great. This is so awesome. And they come down, spin our wheel, have fun, shoot some more machine guns. It's a good time.
How many years have you guys been doing this?
We've been running it since 2016. 2019 was the last one since this one because COVID. We didn't get to do this, and we canceled. Shoot, it was like a month or so before, just because the governor out here was just kind of like really shutting everything down. So this year we were like, hey, it's got to go. We've got to make it as big as possible, and that's when we linked up with Battlefield Vegas. They brought the tank out, which was the tank is super rad. And yeah, it's just a really cool experience. But yeah, this is
you guys
2021.
had a great turnout.
Yes.
So, and I imagine it's just going to get bigger every year. What if I am just Joe Schmo and I just want to come hang out?
Yeah, for spectators, you come out. We do either do pre-sale or you can buy tickets at the door. You come out. There's plenty of guys we're giving stuff away. All the companies pretty much getting stuff away. You get demos. You get to interact with people. Just have a good time out here. It's cool.
It's like a mini AK shot show is basically what it is. Sure. But anyone can just show up.
Yes.
And that's really cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of cool, I love y'all's stuff, Rifle Dynamics. So let's head back to the booth and check out the new shit that you guys are talking about here at the show. Nick, what AKs do we have from Rifle Dynamics?
So these are going to be two. This one is our 703. It was a 1 of 10 that we did for Red October. That's actually going to be one of the prize guns, but it is our standard 703. So it is a 14.5-inch pin welded. It does feature our tunable gas block. That's kind of one of our Obviously, it's one of our flagship products, to be honest with you. It allows you to really fine-tune the rifle, which you really haven't been able to do on the AK. And that's what kind of one of the nice things that makes our guns really nice shooters. Standard Warsaw stock, Tango down grip and everything else, kind of standard AK. Obviously, it goes through the fine-tuning and the fitment of everything as well that we do in the
Now,
shop.
other than the Red October edition, of which you're only doing 10, what are you doing with the other 10, by the way? If somebody wants to buy one, is it
we
possible?
sold those ones off.
Okay, so they're already gone.
They're already gone.
Let's say I wanted to get this version of your rifle or something similar to it. Is it possible? I mean, Dead Air was here. Could I get it like pinned and welded with like a chemo or
Something like that?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Absolutely, yeah. That's something that we do on our custom shop guns. Like that is just our standard RD flash hider, our earlier version of it. But we have a couple different options for muzzle devices. Again, something that, the modernization that we're bringing to the AK platform is the addition of suppressor mounting devices or different flash hiders, different muzzle brakes that you like.
Are we looking at the same rifle here? Almost?
We are not almost. So this one is a 12.5-inch model that we built with our Picatinny rear trunnion. Something that I think we're going to move a lot more towards because it gives you options to be able to put on side folders, to put on different attachments. If you like the SIG stocks or a couple of other ones, are really nice.
That's brilliant, actually. Yeah, I like that.
It kind of just opens up the back end. And this one on here has one of the Midwest Industries, one of their new tubes with their buttstock on there. But yeah, we got the Midwest handguard here. So our 12.5s, we're looking at kind of bringing these to the production lineup. And it's just going to be your standard 12.5-inch with the rifle length gas tube.
The Cerakote job, who did it?
This was going to be Titus.
Okay.
Titus did this one up.
Is it possible to, like, let's say I wanted to get this exact setup from Rifle Dynamics. Is it possible, like with the Cerakote and everything? Or at that point, I'm going to have to go and farm stuff out?
It's possible. It might be something, Colin, just because stuff like this does take a long time and kind of slows down our production process, but it's not something that we're not completely against. So we do a handful of kind of one-off stuff like this. You just have to talk to Casey, convince Titus, maybe buy him a beer or something. Actually, he doesn't drink, but yeah, you have to convince him to throw something on there. We actually just did a build class not too long ago, and the gun is gold. It has SLR handguard, black accents. It's pretty classy.
So these are special edition rifles.
Special edition
but if I want like the closest thing, like if I'm watching and I just heard all the specs for these guns, and I want the closest possible thing, how do I get it?
So this one, just jump on the website, rifledynamics.com, go to the 703. That's what this one's going to be. And again, you can choose paint color, muzzle device. You can add an SLR handguard if you want to, Krebs safety, Magpul grip if you don't like the Tango down. That's personal preference. And then you can choose accent colors, obviously.
What about this one?
This one is actually kind of a prototype that we built out. So we should be seeing these hitting our production lineup pretty shortly. We just got in our newest revision of our rear trunnions. And then once we start kind of getting those built out, you should be able to start seeing some 12.5s from us in different variations.
Okay, does this one have a model number? Did you say it and I just totally missed it?
We're kind of dabbling around with model numbers. Right now it's kind of dancing around with the 700 mid is what we're going to call it because all of our rifles, the 7.62 guns are all 700 series. So 702, 703, 704. But yeah, this is going to be, the name right now we're kind of selling on a 700 mid.
Okay, and so this is a brand new, I mean, not even out yet.
Not even out yet.
Okay, yeah. But we're looking at what? Probably the same, like 2,600,
probably
maybe towards 3?
It really depends on what we end up doing with the front end, because obviously the handguards are going to add a bunch of cost. And then two, what we decide on doing with the back end. We've been working a lot with Midwest, doing the pistol or just their buffer tubes, throw on SBA3 or throw on B5 CTR, whatever you want. So whether you want a 14.5, 12.5 or 11.5 inch with the pick rear, you kind of get to choose the back end. So it really just kind of depends on what you throw onto it.
Okay, awesome. Well, is it cool if I shoot these things? I mean, is that, well, not this one,
not
right?
That one, not that one. Yeah, no, that's going to the winner.
I can try this one, huh?
Yeah, this one definitely shoot. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it should be suppressed tuned. Should be a really nice shooting smooth rifle.
Okay. Nick, thanks a ton for answering all of our questions and for letting us do this. Thanks for having us at Red October.
You know what? It's a pleasure.
Dude, no. Pleasure's all on this side of the table, buddy.
Man.
All on this side of the truck stop. Guys, we will bring you more from Red October and Rifle Dynamics.